So it's been a while, and this place has been a rat trap and an eyesore the whole time.
Now at 5, harsh words today from Omaha City Council member Ben Gray after the city of Omaha conducted what it calls a humanitarian effort to remove hundreds of refugees from Myanmar from the Yale Park Apartments in North Omaha. Good evening, I'm Craig DeGrelli.
And I'm Jennifer Griswold. Inspectors found bed bugs, mold, and plumbing issues. City workers in hazmat suits entered the apartments this morning after dozens of complaints. Senior reporter Jake Wazakowski covered a press conference within the last hour and has the very latest. Jake?
Well, guys, as you can see, people are still coming out. City Councilman Ben Gray, Director of Human Rights for the City of Omaha, Franklin Thompson, former council member, have been on scene for a while. But as you can see, women, families, children, elderly, all coming out of these apartments, told that they have to vacate because the city inspected 90% of them and found that they needed to vacate, deem them uninhabitable because of all the issues, including electrical, gas issues, as well as many of the health issues. All this has been happening, unfolding just after about 3 o'clock when a lot of the kids, the children in this situation, the family's children, were getting off the bus. Let's go ahead and take a look at the story that we put together just a short time ago on all the events unfolding today. This city takes on one of the largest inspections they've ever done. In the last week, people in more than 90 units filed formal complaints over conditions at the Yale Park Apartments for issues like gas leaks, mold, electrical issues, and mice. Many of the tenants are immigrants from Burma and Thailand.
Some of my people had issues like the AC is not working, bed bug, roaches, somehow it's mice.
And then you get things like black mold. You get enough of it, you inhale it and get sick from it, especially pregnant women or babies.
The city says they found numerous code violations, including 2 serious gas leaks.
Due to the fact that there's history of a couple of gas problems, I know MUD within the last week has shut down gas lines to 4 different residences in here.
The landlord, Kay Anderson, says he's lived here for years and always helps his tenants get good, affordable housing. He and his wife say a couple of his residents are coming after him.
We've gone around and talked to them. They say we don't have any problem. We don't want to go anywhere. We love it here.
Last night we had people knocking on our door, crying.
They're terrified.
Omaha Human Rights Director Franklin Thompson personally feels the landlord is taking advantage of families who don't know any different. Residents agree.
I feel like he takes advantage of my people a lot. And then some of my people are too scared to stand up from themselves.
Again, all families have been asked to vacate by the city. They've all have to vacate the 13 buildings here, many of them taking as many things as they can and heading to one of those temporary shelters. Reporting live from 34th and Lake, Jake Wazakowski, 3 News Now.
Couple of other parts of the story. As city inspectors moved through the buildings, they found issues ranging from structural to sanitary conditions and concerns. Nearly half of all the units had gas leaks. So many had such bad electrical problems that OPPD had to cut the power to them entirely. According to the city's chief inspector, they hoped they would not have to vacate the entire property. Roughly 500 people live there, but the violations were more egregious than expected.
We did have remnants of mice, we had bed bugs, we had lice, we had maggots, we had roaches, and probably well over 90% of all the units.
Omaha City Council President Ben Gray, who you saw earlier today, said efforts to address properties like this one rely on citizen complaints before they can take action. Worth noting there were like 90 complaints in the last few weeks about this particular apartment complex. Gray said a new city law might be necessary to hold property owners accountable.